It's that time of annual conference again, and I've been part of the coordinating and planning of annual conference for a number of years now, and I'm excited about what the design team has been coordinating and planning in preparation for this year's annual conference. Each year brings its own unique challenges as well as opportunities, and obviously in the change that we've experienced, we're shifting over to the Hilton this year, and then as well as with the changing and impact of disaffiliation on our congregations. But also this year, we get to celebrate and welcome our new bishop, Bishop Williamston. Each of these elements shapes how the design team has been planning and preparing. And in our first gathering with Bishop Williamston, she led us through this kind of call and response song. She did it at a number of the boots on the ground tour spots, and she led our team with it. And the energy in the room shifted significantly. There was this deep sense of peace and hope in our planning that has inspired our work since that time. And there were those words that she said at the end, or that we sang at the end, that laughter and joy filled my soul. We sang it in repetition. And as I think about annual conference, that's what I experience when I come to annual conference. Laughter and joy, to be a body that reconnects once again and to tell stories of our time serving in our various contexts across the state, to reconnect with friends and colleagues that we haven't in a while, just simply because we've got ministry pulling us in so many different areas. And so to gather in that space once again, and yes, things have changed. Things will be different than past moments, but what won't be different is the Spirit that calls us to the space. The Spirit has called us to serve in ministry as pastors. The Spirit has called us as lay people to serve in our churches, in our community. And the Spirit is what has called Bishop Williamston to call us together for this annual conference. And so to welcome and experience the joy of connection that will unfold in that time together will be extremely powerful, and it has been inspiring our design team in preparation for this time. As I think about annual conference, that opening worship service where we finally see one another and seeing those faithful songs that call us forth to be God's faithful people as United Methodists here in the state of Louisiana. And to share stories of where we've been in ministry, to talk about what we are learning in our context, to talk about the things we still need, and we're praying for God to equip us and to provide us the resources to keep moving forward. And then those moments at the memorial service, to remember those who have gone forth before us, those who have shown us what it means to be faithful disciples serving in our churches and our communities across the state, who've shown us and taught us how to be faithful United Methodists across this state. We honor them that night. And then to hear the various connection points around our state and our conference and our world that draws us together as United Methodists, to hear the impact we have where we may be serving in our local churches and that's our focus. And then we have these moments where we see the deep reach, the extensive reach our conference and our church has. To be reminded of these things because they remind us that we don't serve alone, that we're all connected. There's a Spirit that has drawn us to Baton Rouge to gather as our annual conference, and there is a Spirit that is extending our reach and our connection across our world. So the design team has been faithfully preparing and praying and imagining what might happen at annual conference, and we are excited to welcome you to Baton Rouge once again for our annual conference, where we hold on to that hope we have in Christ. We hold on to the hope of the Spirit that gathers us together and the hope that God is continuing to work in and through our churches. So I look forward to seeing you here in Baton Rouge in just a few weeks, a few days at that matter. I look forward to seeing the ways God will connect us and inspire us to continue living out as followers of Jesus Christ.